Hello everybody, how are you today? If this is the first time you're in my channel, I welcome you. My name is Fernando Orozco and I'm an international trade specialist. I would like to say that obviously I'm not an English native speaker, so I do apologize for any mistakes or mispronunciations. Regarding the specifics about today's video, well, this is going to be making 80% English and 20% Spanish. This is because at the end of the video, I would like to talk a little bit about Mexico and United Kingdom relationship and what's going to happen with the Brexit, okay? So let's do it. First thing we gotta do is talk about the term Brexit. Probably a lot of people already know the meaning of that, but some others doesn't. Well, the term started back on 2012 and basically takes two words, which is Britain and exit, put them together and create this new term, which is Brexit. Nowadays, it's been used to all related to the exit of the United Kingdom from the European Union. Before moving on, we also have to clarify the difference between England, which is the country, Britain, which is the island, and the whole United Kingdom, as too many people tend to confuse those terms. As you can see on the map, you will find that England is on the south part of the big island. Then we got Scotland, which is located on the north side, and finally Wales, on the west part of the big island. They three together conforms the geographical point which is known as Britain. Now, if you add a fourth country, which is North Ireland, they all together will conform the United Kingdom. This is very important to understand, because for all legal purposes, the four countries that conforms the UK are leaving the Europe community. So from now on, when we refer to the term Brexit, we will be talking about the whole group. Finally, there is something very interesting to analyze regarding North Ireland, which is the small red part that you're seeing on the map and that is always on the left when you see the whole UK map. By looking at the whole map of the island, you can see why this becomes so interesting. On the north part, North Ireland will be part of the United Kingdom, while at the same time, the green part in the map, which belongs to the Republic of Ireland, will remain as part of the Euro community. That means that in a very small island, you will have two totally different economic and political situations. Before moving on, let's talk a little bit about the background. What was the beginning of this? Well, the European Union started back in 1958. It all started with around 4 or 5 countries trying to get an agreement for economical benefits. Nowadays, the EU is more than 20 countries and it covers a lot of areas as you can see on the table, going from agriculture, development, education, food safety, health, justice, etc. Even with that said, it's no secret that the main economic engine for the EU is the single market. Also, the mobility of the economic factors like money, services, and people. In order to support the free market, in 1968, the EU established a customs union. That means that all countries inside harmonized the customs duties to outside goods. That also means that no tariffs are applicable internally. Finally, as a precedent, we have to say that the United Kingdom joined the European Union in 1973. Now, let's focus on the exit process. How did it happen? On June 2016, there was a referendum inside the UK where people was asked, do you want to leave the Europe community? And believe it or not, the results were very close. Only 51.9% of the people say yes, while 48.1% say no. But at the end of the day, it was the majority that says yes. Next step was took by the UK government on March 2017, when they invoked Article 50 of the EU Treaty. That article says that any country is free to leave. Finally, after 3 times that the official date was postponed, it was decided that January 21st of the year 2020 will be the official withdrawal of the UK from the Europe community, and a transition period will start. This transition period lasts for 11 months, and it was over on December 31st of last year 2020. It was a lot of negotiations between both parties, the UK and the EU, so let's check the agreements. On the positive side, we can talk about 4 major agreements that are in place. The first one is about free duties, as they will continue between both parties. On the other side, there will be no new quotas. That means that there will be no limitations about the products that can be import or export. And about rules of origin, they will continue to be the same for the outside countries or parties. Regarding matters like cooperation, energy, security, transportation and climate change, they will continue also, and same is applicable for residents or people that used to live on one side or the other. They will continue to have the same rights. Let's take a look now to the downside. Even there are no duties or quotas, customs control are now applicable. That means that transportation company will have to file paperwork in order to import or export. Regarding tourists, students and workers, they will now be treated like if they were from any other place. Finally, regarding financial services, they are now not free to operate freely both sides. As you can realize, the process is finished. UK is totally out of the Europe community. Only time will tell if it was a good decision or not. As in any other processes, there will be winners and there will be losers. So it will be very interesting to watch and see. But why is it so important to keep an eye on the Brexit? Well, the UK is one of the most important economies around the globe. So everything they do can affect all the economies in the world. Also, we have to consider that this is the first time in history that such an important country or bloc of countries are withdrawing from a very advanced process of integration. We have to keep in mind, it was 47 years of history between them. When we say process of integration, we're talking about the different stages in economics that takes countries to get together. Initially, they always start with a preferential trading area, which means reduced duties among the members. Normally, they continue with a free trade area, which means no duties at all for all the members. After that, it usually comes the customs union, which means that all members apply the same customs rules to the outside goods. After, we find the common market, which is when goods freely trade between the countries and travel with no problems. In this part, I would like to make a stop and analyze the case of the UK. As you can see, they completed all the stages of trading area, free trade area, customs union, and common market. But as you can see on the chart, the next step was very difficult, which is the economic and monetary union. Problems started to arise, and that's why they decided to leave. So they never complete the whole stages of the economic integration. Alright guys, that was it for the English version today. We're gonna move to Spanish as we're gonna talk about Mexico and the UK. Thank you, and again, sorry for any mistakes. Para iniciar la última parte de este video, tenemos que hablar acerca de la importancia del intercambio comercial entre México y el Reino Unido. Como pueden observar, en solo 10 años el comercio creció más del 170%. Inclusive, en 2019 sumó más de 5.212 millones de dólares, lo que representa un incremento del 12.5% en comparación de 2018. Estos números se pueden observar en esta tabla que a continuación les muestro, en donde se ve cómo año con año la relación ha crecido a niveles bastante importantes. Vale la pena destacar también que el Reino Unido es el 16º socio comercial de México a nivel mundial y ocupaba el 5º sitio entre los países de la Unión Europea, con 1.200 millones de dólares. Eso es un número bastante importante. Vale la pena destacar también que el Reino Unido es el 16º socio comercial de México a nivel mundial y ocupaba el 5º sitio entre los países de la Unión Europea que tenían más intercambio comercial con México. Finalmente, y como un dato también muy importante, es la inversión extranjera directa, ya que esta sumó más de 15 millones de dólares entre 1999 y 2020. Ahora bien, ¿qué sucedió con México y el Brexit? ¿Hubo afectaciones? Pues bien, afortunadamente no hay nada de qué preocuparse. Por una parte, México y la Unión Europea siguen con su acuerdo comercial, el cual inició desde el año 2000. Respecto al Reino Unido, durante la época de transición, que fue de febrero a diciembre de 2020, los compromisos en dicho acuerdo se mantuvieron. Es decir, a pesar de que el Reino Unido oficialmente ya había salido de la Unión Europea, el compromiso con México siguió y los aranceles se mantuvieron en cero. Por otra parte, y previendo que el periodo de transición estaba por terminar, el pasado 15 de diciembre del año 2020, México y el Reino Unido firmaron un acuerdo de continuidad, el cual mantiene el libre flujo de intercambios a ambos países. Este acuerdo también mantiene lo que viene siendo las tarifas que se manejaban ya con la Unión Europea por ahora, es decir, desgravaciones completas, y está previsto que dure 3 años, en el cual se piensa suscribir un acuerdo nuevo, ya mucho más amplio, moderno y que sirva para el futuro. Por ahora eso es todo en este video, les agradezco su atención y espero verlos pronto en este canal de nuevo. Gracias.